Good morning, Iron Horse. Glad you showed up for today's sit. Today it's raining. Next week, we don't know. That's the cool thing about this. Just got an email from a student that was under a lot of stress, and she found the Iron Horse channel that has hundreds, I think hundreds, feels like hundreds of recorded sits the last 6 years. Kids have been doing it. And she got a lot of relief from the stress of the new move and the heavy workload at her new high school. That was kind of fun to think about that you could listen to this sit anytime you want on YouTube. Just a thought. I'm going to start today's practice with that question was, are you your thoughts? As they come and go today, sometimes I'll liken it to like thoughts flowing down a river and you're sitting on the bank and a really enticing one will fly by, float by, and you'll jump in, you'll follow it, you'll get lost in it. And almost like in a dream, you'll wake up, you go like, oh, I'm not at my house right now playing a video game. I'm actually sitting in a classroom with other students. And then you come back to this present moment. The only moment that really happens, because the past never happened how you thought it happened, and you have no idea what it's going to be like on Tuesday when you guys hear this recording. So I'm going to say to my question, if you want to know the answer from Mr. Armstrong, is that if you are your thoughts, who's watching the thoughts arise? Who notices the thoughts? Who is that? What is that inner being that can notice? So more things to ponder. Okay, now find your posture that will be how you're going to spend the next 5 minutes. I sit upright. I don't lean against the back of the chair because I like that training of awareness on my spine, my sit bones, my butt in the chair, my feet on the floor. Feel it all. And see what you notice about this moment. You might be in a classroom with someone who's having a hard time doing mindfulness, and their first instinct is to not try it. Maybe they talk during it, or they're distracted, and they don't see the value. That's all okay. You're totally fine if that's where you're at right now. But the science says if you can train your awareness for just 5 minutes on what is happening right now, the mind gets a little bit of a break. The brain actually will be healthier for that 5 minutes. And if you don't believe me, go Google it. Because you shouldn't believe me. You should check it out for yourself if you're unsure. And as you're focusing on the body, the breath is one thing that you can notice. With these new masks that we're wearing indoors, how does that feel? And if your thoughts say that it sucks or it's really a negative thing, but you still have to do it, you have a choice. How does your awareness land for you right now? Could you turn it around and make it a positive that you're so lucky to be breathing right now? You get a certain number of breaths in your lifetime, and then that's it. You take your last breath one day. But right now, you're killing it. You're doing so good. Feel the ribs move up and down. Maybe take a bigger breath down to the belly. What would it feel like to breathe so softly that it doesn't fog up in your mask on a humid day like today? And I'm inspired right now to kind of name the breath. I love that practice. It gives my mind something to do because I have struggles sometimes staying focused. And if you struggle staying focused, that's all right. You can't do this wrong. It's not one more thing you don't do good in school. The fact that you're even trying this is amazing. So on the in-breath, give it a name inside your mind. And on the out breaths, give it a different name. And just keep repeating those two names that you give the breath on the in breath, the out breath. I'm going to do rain, fall. I'm curious what you choose. Something cool, something fun. Like a game, to give the mind a job, to focus the awareness on your breath. Let's try it. I'll leave you with the thought as you get ready for the holidays. Some people find it stressful. If you're feeling the stress of the holidays, you could sit there at the table. Maybe no one's been listening to you and everybody's talking, or you're kind of bored. Focus your awareness on the flicker of a candle, or you don't have to close your eyes. Just kind of stare down at the table and feel the breath. Maybe do it for a count of 5, count of 10, but name your breath. No one knows you're doing it. And see if it makes it bearable, makes it a little easier, a little less stressful. Who knows? You might not find holidays stressful. You might love it. I know I do. But there were times when I was under stress, and I used that little technique. Hope it helps. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving break. Thanks for sitting with us today.